This influencer has thousands of followers and makes millions per year, but she's not real.
Seriously, this Zara dress is my new obsession.
Both these videos that I just showed you was generated by an AI system that I'm about to give you. And today is your lucky day because I'm about to show you the automated engine that does it all. I've built a system where you can upload your character's image, choose their setting or environment, add a product that they're promoting, and a simple prompt of what it is you want them to do. And it automatically generates the content for you. Now, setting up the initial file handling is tedious, so I've skipped it. Let's jump straight to the magic, building the AI brain. And this is the AI agent node in our tool called N8N. Think of it as a creative director. First, we give it a simple user prompt. And the user prompt is quite simple. We ask for the number of images, the number of video clips, the aspect ratio, and the scene prompt. So in the example I just showed you, we have a female influencer who's standing outside her apartment and loving her new dress from Zara. What I did was obviously I uploaded the image of Aitana, the red dress from Zara, and a nighttime image / daytime image of an apartment setting. But the real secret is a system prompt. This is where I give the AI its personality, its rules, and its entire backstory. I've given a description of Aitana, her personality, voice and delivery, target audience, content style rules. And remember, you can modify this for any type of influencer that you see. I've given it an output format. So in this example, I wanted one image and one video purely because I'm recording this. So I just want it to be as quick as possible, but you can create as much content as you need. I've also given it some parameters. So I want a title, a caption, content type, visual prompt, and a motion prompt. And then I've given it some examples. So this is what an image prompt would look like versus a video prompt. And because I'm creating an influencer style video, I want to make sure that Aitana is talking to the camera and promoting the product or service, which is what this highlighted text is telling the agent. Getting this character brief right is absolutely everything. Do not skip this step. And I've spent a lot of time building out this prompt because I wanted the output that I'm showing you to be absolutely amazing. Finally, we tell the AI agent exactly how we want the output to be. And that's done through something called a JSON schema, which means that we need to require a specific output format, and that will require the structured output parser. In the JSON schema, we need title, captions, an image prompt, a video prompt, etc. So it looks complicated, but it's really not. And you can see on the output here that I've got scene reference, I've got the content plan, I've got the visual prompt, and a motion prompt if it's applicable. This is an image, so there is no motion prompt or video prompt. But if you look at the second output in the schema, you'll see that the content type is video. We have a visual prompt, and now we do have a motion prompt because this is video. And in my example, Aitana is really excited about the new dress that she bought from Zara. And when you run it, you'll have two outputs like this. Okay, our creative director has given us instructions. Now we need the artist to bring them to life. We're going to feed these prompts into an image generation model. This looks complex, but it's really simple. It sends our prompt and the reference image to an image model called Nano Banana. And the service that I'm using is a platform called Kai.ai. Now, I've actually covered this in a previous video. And the reason I like Kai is because it's really cheap to run their language models. And it's the cheapest way that I found to create a generative AI image and an AI generated video. And this is Kai.ai. One image costs just 2 cents. And whenever we're generating images or video, we need to send a payload through the API. The endpoint is this one here, create task. I've got generic credential types because I'm paying for this through Kai.ai. And as with all payloads, we're going to need to send a JSON body. So content type is JSON. The specific body is JSON. And you don't need to understand all this code. Just copy the structure because it will tell our AI what language model to use, which is Nano Banana in this case. The prompt, as you can see on the right hand side in the result window, and our image URL. It's also got the output format and the aspect ratio, which is 9:16. And after about a 60-second wait, we get this. For this example, I uploaded an image of Aitana, a red dress that I took a screenshot from Zara, and a background of Sydney Harbour that I found on Google. Nano Banana has done the rest. And I'm sure you agree, this is a really consistent image. And we basically modeled what Aitana's doing on her Instagram. And this is a professional grade ad creative made on complete autopilot. This alone is incredible, but static images are just the beginning. Animating an image while keeping the character consistent is where most people fail. But this next step is the key to making it all work. First, a simple filter node. And what this does, it will only grab the content type that's video. And because I told it I wanted one video, one image, it will discard the other item, which is an image. Then we send our newly generated image to a powerful video model. The prompt is almost the same, but this time we give it a new command. Animate this image and make her talk about the new dress from Zara. For the video model, I'm using VEO from Google, and it's also off the Kai.ai platform. And as always, we're going to need a JSON payload. So this looks complicated, but it's really not. Let me break it down for you. The prompt is the motion prompt or the video prompt. And I need Aitana to say, seriously, this Zara dress is my new obsession. It's also giving her camera cues and telling her that she needs to speak to the camera. The model I'm using is VEO 3 Fast because as the name suggests, it's fast and cheap. The aspect ratio is 9:16, which is what I selected on the submission form. We don't want any translation. And for generation type, this is just what their API requires, which is first and last frames to video. And then for the image URL, that we ask nano banana to create, we just paste it here as a final URL. And then once I hit execute, you should see a code 200, which means that it's successful, and you should have a task ID. And since this is image to video, we're going to need to wait for about 60 seconds, which is why I've added a wait node. And if you're not sure how long it might take, head over to kai.ai and click on logs. And then you'll click on VEO because that's the language model that I'm using for this. And you can see here, this is basically the videos that I've been showing you. You can also watch it here. But if you want to go into a production environment, the next two nodes are optional. The first one is to get the video, and this is just another HTTP request node. And for this, we're going to need to set some query parameters. The name is task ID, and then the value is just the task ID from the generate video node, which is this field here. Once you run this node, you can grab the video URL from Kai AI's cloud service. And then last node, which is grab video URL, it just creates it as a variable. So at this point, you can send it to your clients if you're building this for clients. If you're building this for yourself, you can save it onto a Google Sheet node or Airtable, or you can email it to yourself. Remember, you're not emailing the file. You're emailing the cloud URL where the video is saved. So now you have a system that creates viral content on demand. Is this the end of human influencers? The simple answer is no. But it is a new, incredibly powerful tool that lets anyone create a digital brand from scratch with almost zero starting budget. The real power here isn't just one character, it's the system. And you can copy this entire automated flow from our community, and the link for that is in the description of this video. Follow the on-screen instructions and I'll see you on the inside. And if this blew your mind, please subscribe for more AI automation builds. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment below if you've got any questions. Turn your notifications on so you know when the next video drops. And go build something amazing. See you next time.